Restoration is brought to you by
Hisense, everyday prices for everyday people.
Yes, extra long sanitary pad for extra comfort.
We got yes protection.
Introducing Nestle Milo All-in-One Nutrimix, the goodness of malt, milk and cocoa in Milo, and even more milk.
Welcome back to another week. Last week, our conversation with Adina got so interesting. We didn't have a choice. We had to move it for part 2. And this week, we are here with her again, and we will continue our conversation. But like I said, very big thank you to our sponsors, Hisense, Yas Washing Powder, and Yas Sanitary Pad, Hooch Corn and Choco Flakes, GTP, Milo. And I want to say a very big thank you to you, Multi-Credit Savings and Loans, to La Palm Royal Beach Hotel. You guys are simply amazing. Adonko Original Hand Sanitizer and Adonko Next Level. I really, really appreciate all of you. To my Glam Squad, ABS Collection, Style by Yemi, Inshilo, Divine Cassie, GH Beauty Artistry. You guys are simply amazing. And I would also want to say a very big thank you to our food providers, the Souza Catering Services and Mona Tozafi. That is my Tozafi with swag.
Introducing Nestle Milo All-in-One Nutrimix, the goodness of malt, milk and cocoa in Milo, and even more milk. Just add to water and enjoy the perfect cup of winning energy. Milo!
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
A Hisense Factory Direct promo. F Papa ni binye. Yentwe nyinam kanea no nie. Hisense. Ode ya na ode asem. Adina wo here. TV, fridge, freezer, air condition, gas cooker, washing machine, smartphone, sound system, water dispenser, microwave, blender, rice cooker, kettle, and iron. Wakukudro Bora Hisense showroom bia. Everything 30th August, and 3rd September. Prepare way showroom no. Yeah, turn of factory direct price. Said yeah turn no. Sana yeah turn. It's in your madana no. Emma light bill e kuno. Fasi baby. Never jefufo. I have 5 days bill. It's one car one and you may say jawa. Wallo wala. Wait dear. Ya tete swabro so. Eche who Hisense. Everyday prices for everyday people.
Introducing Nestle Milo All-in-One Nutrimix, the goodness of malt, milk and cocoa in Milo, and even more milk. Just add to water and enjoy the perfect cup of winning energy. Milo!
Milo! This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Hey, Flores, what are you thinking?
I love your dress. Hey, GTP.
Of course, Clemento. Me and GTP go way back.
Thank you.
And I rock it confidently.
Your dress is colorful.
That's GTP. Our colors don't run. Yes, that's genuine.
Madam.
Another way to ensure the GTP you're buying is authentic is by scratching the white sticker to reveal the 12-digit number. Text the number to the short code 1393 across all networks for free, and you get a text within seconds telling you if your GTP is authentic or not. Original GTP is also available in open markets, shops, and online at www.buygtp.com.
GTP, timeless.
I remember the days I just couldn't go to the gym because it was that time of the month. Yas extra long sanitary pad took the worry away. Easy.
Yes, comfort, I got. Yes, confidence, I got. Yes.
The new Yas extra long sanitary pad is the joy of every woman. It is extra absorbent and fits perfect. Don't allow anything to hold you back when it's that time.
Wow.
Yes, yes, yes.
Feel confident, stay fresh.
Hi, is it supposed to be that time of the month?
Yes. I got. Yes, confidence, I got.
Yes.
We got yes protection, I got.
Yas extra long sanitary pad for extra comfort.
We got yes protection.
Ene edru meso seme di abusuan hia mu yeni. Omo jaje ade bia obeye no so beba hobi.
E wo se wo di kra no to school foforo mu.
Unsem mrom sododo.
Debbie sister, want to mendra sister.
I was say we nya kokodro won hyehyeye bia obeye ho. Impo se nipa nyina na wonya adwe. Emum ade baako a won nyina gitum ne waduane no adedede ni hwam papa bia awon de dro wom.
Any fe any said your paste na pi. Na ye the fiber any vitamins aka wonti. Tasty Tom and Rich Tomato Mix mebusuani nyina aduane a ede. Esanso ma hodin.
Tasty Tom and Rich Tomato Mix. Strength comes from within.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Hello, your friend Jackie. So we will be a winner who are the jet to semia. And Pimpino, your 25 gems if in Kitadia, your near Brucia, your fans, any and down for any. Nanso, who bet to me about home by using a Donko hand sanitizer, debia, any bribia. Every say your 25 gems if in Yamayasa is so. A Donko hand sanitizer, bet to me about home by debia, free germs, bacteria, you need in home. A Donko hand sanitizer, sure or do. Never home by
FD, I said, Jedi and Kratoimu Adia Tum say.
Underarms. You don't usually think about them. You protect them from sweat and odor, but that's not enough. What they need is something that takes care of them, so they feel good whatever you put them through. Introducing Dove Antiperspirant. It goes beyond 48-hour protection, giving you long-lasting dryness and soft, smooth underarms. Dove Antiperspirant cares for your underarm skin like never before.
To help fight the spread of germs, learn Lifebuoy's hand washing habits. Wash hands with soap or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Together, let's help fight the spread of germs in Africa.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Introducing Nestle Milo All-in-One Nutrimix. The goodness of malt, milk and cocoa in Milo, and even more milk. Just add to water and enjoy the perfect cup of winning energy.
Milo! Milo! This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Restoration. Big thank you going out to Frame Masters GH, and you can find them on Instagram at Frame Masters GH. So we are back in our studio with Adina. So Adina, before we left off the previous week, we were talking about how disappointed you were. Because once you had won Stars of the Future,
I thought
in your mind, you had arrived.
Yes.
The reality hit you.
Yes, it did. And so yes, I moved from EKB Records once my time was over to Skillions Records because we had a natural rapport. And then when I realized that, you know, things were not also going to go the way I wanted over there, I said I wasn't going to work with any management team anymore. I was going to just wait till I found the right people who had time for me to do things for me. Yeah, to do things for me right here and now. And that's when I met my manager, Mr. Swift Kwame. And he was like, you know what? I remember you from Stars of the Future because, you know, when they did a soiree for us before the finale where they introduced us to industry people. And he was one of the people that came. You know, they had radio people and he was doing radio at the time. So him, you know, Chris. And Chris, people would say I was Chris's favorite on the show. No. So every time, like when we went and we saw Chris, he was like, oh, come and meet my friends. So I met all the peer pressure boys, including Kwame Fachi. So after I finished university, and I met him again, our paths crossed again, and he was like, are you still doing music? Because it's been a while. I've not really heard from you. I'm like, yes, I am trying to do it, but as it stands, I don't have a team. I'm trying to, you know, leave.
Put one together.
Yes, no, I'm trying to leave because of the Skillions thing. I wanted to leave, but like, I was trying to figure it out. And he was like, okay, so what are you trying to do? You know, because he's got some links, you know, obviously he knows people in the industry. So what is it that I really want to do? I said, I'd like to put out a song at least, you know, a song that's different because it's been a while since I released a song. So he said, okay, I know a few people. I know Chase. He's a great songwriter. I know Richie. I was like, I know Richie too, because we met before we did a collaboration, you know, when I did Stars to the Future. So he put me in the studio with Richie and with Chase and Gafachi, and we recorded 2 songs. The second song ended up being the first song that would be released. And his plan was, he was just going to release it and see
how it was going to do. Which song was that?
Let Me Go.
Okay.
Mabiko, Hadimaya.
Okay.
So when we released that song, there were a lot of eyes on me all of a sudden, like, wow,
suddenly.
Who's this girl? Yeah, and then they're like, oh, she wants us. Oh, she's the one that wants Stars in the Future.
Because they had waited and waited and waited.
And that's there 4 years, girl. You know, so people were now like, oh, wow, she can sing. I was getting small gigs through that song. I mean, it wasn't like nowadays, but it kind of introduced me into the market. And he was like, it looks like you have something.
Yeah.
Let's try the other song and see. The other song too followed, and I think it featured T-Flow. He wasn't really big then, but because we had Let Me Go, it gave me like a repertoire. So, and the good news is because I could do live band, even though I didn't have a lot of songs on the market, I could still get booked for corporate gigs.
You could do covers.
Yes, because I'll do covers. And I love high life music. So I'll take songs like Chen Chen Via Dimewu and other, songs.
And make it your own.
So I could do a 30-minute set with just 2 songs as my original. The way I'll do it, when you see. So I was
you wouldn't want her to go.
Yes. So I was getting gigs. That's how the thing started for me. And Kwame saw that, okay, this girl is serious. She's really pulling her weight. So that's how it was like, let's try 1 or 2 songs and see. And it's like the investment became more and more. It's like, okay, let's make this official. So we put together the whole contracts and things. And we started working together. The team was brought together and we're here now.
Wow.
Yeah.
And your current album.
Yes, Araba.
I mean, that Araba is something else. So I'd heard Killing Me Softly. Then Why is like my favorite song now. So let me tell you my secret. On Apple Music, I have my own playlist. And I'm kind of weird with music. The kind of music I love to listen to should make sense.
Yeah.
I don't just jump at music. It should talk to me.
Yeah.
So when you come to my playlist on Apple Music, my first song is Akwabwa Mepacho.
Oh.
That song is amazing.
Yes.
Like the content, everything. That's my first. And Why is my second. Yeah. And you'd be amazed to know my third.
What is your
Killing Me Softly. and my fourth is Bad Things by Kiddy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I have, my song choices are pretty weird because I have good ears. And maybe because I'm also a writer. So I don't want to listen to music. I want to feel the artisticness of your lyrical component. So if it's just flat, I'm like, okay, this is not it.
Yeah.
It should make sense.
Yeah.
And I can play, and it's just 4 songs, and I play it on repeat in my car all the time. That song is good. During 3 Music Awards, when they were doing your nomination for Reggae Dancehall Artist, I said, Adina is not a Reggae Dancehall act, but she has to win this category.
Yeah.
When you were mentioned, it was as if I had won the award. Let's put our relationship as mother and daughter aside. Because I'd seen you work, I'd seen you push, I'd seen Kwame push day and night to make you relevant in this industry. And for me, I felt you deserved it because you didn't let him down. Then during Ghana Music Awards, again, was like the whole house, because you have this relationship with the kids. They're like, Auntie Adina is going to win. But when you mentioned, I said, okay, it's left with one more person, and that was Eno. So as soon as Eno also won, I said, my daughter's won, I'm going to sleep. I don't care about anybody else.
Your work here is done.
And it makes you feel proud. Were you scared trying to do reggae dancehall with Why?
I wasn't scared at all, because when you're doing an album, you get the opportunity to try different things. Or at least that's how I see an album. It's a body of work. You're allowed to be creative. You're allowed to be crazy. You're allowed to touch places you've never really touched.
Exactly.
And that's how I saw the album. And for me, we just woke up one day. I'm like, Richie, let's do a reggae song. He's like, are you sure?
So it was all your decision, all your call.
I mean, for the beginning of it, obviously, Because we start and he's like, what are we doing today? Then maybe I'll say, oh, let's try a ballad. Or he will say, I think we should add a ballad to it or this and that. That day he was like, what should we do? And I said, let's try reggae. He's like, are you sure? I said, yeah, reggae, because I love reggae. He loves reggae too. Kwame loves reggae. My team will love reggae. So it was like...
Don't we all love reggae?
We all love reggae. So it was beautiful. And the fact that I wasn't a reggae artist even made it more interesting because we were all eager to hear how it would sound like, where it was going to go. Even me, I was like, okay, I'm going to sing it and then listen. And when it came back, I was like, wow.
Who wrote the song?
Okay, so it was between me, Richie Mensah, DJ Viroski, and Mr. Swift, Kwame Fache.
Wow. And you guys put out such a masterpiece.
Thank you.
It's a masterpiece.
Thank you.
I won't lie to you.
Thanks.
The maturity in the music, in your voice, and you were able to portray the message even with your voice. You know, you hear a song and you cannot relate to the song.
Right.
But you sang every word and you made it feel real. That is how I connect to the song.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And the video is dope.
Thank you.
So how
it
is
means
it?
a lot. It means a lot.
How is it doing on the market?
The video.
The whole song.
It's doing so well. Everywhere I go, it's like so.
If it's on my playlist, it's doing well.
Right? I didn't know how far I had gone.
Yeah.
I always get surprised every time we go and do a show somewhere, or we play it, or we are walking by and we hear it play, and the people that are singing it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
with
wow.
the energy and emotion.
I'm like, okay.
And that is for every artist. That is when you know you have arrived. When you get on stage and people sing your song for you and you don't do anything and you get paid at the end of the night, you know you've arrived.
Yeah.
And how did it make mommy feel? Because I know that you've worked hard and every project has been important to you. But it looks like why became the determining factor for you?
Yeah, I guess it became the determining factor because it was also different.
Exactly.
You know, it wasn't the usual stuff. My mom is always proud. It's like she's proud of me right now. She doesn't even know the details. As long as she knows I'm going to do something, she's like, go and kill it. Like the VJ every night, she sent me a voice note whilst I was performing, singing, who you taking home tonight? She was singing alto, backing me. And she sent it. So when I sat down, I was playing, I was like, look at my mom. She sent me a voice note. But yeah, that's her. She's always jamming and supportive. And she's proud.
That VGMA performance, that is Little Girl.
Yeah.
Was pretty emotional.
Oh, yeah.
It was. What was going through your mind?
That night, because we already did the song on the Araba album. And for me to put it out there, I was like, people don't really know that side of me. I mean, they might have heard that my dad is South African and he's dead, but to like open up like that, people hadn't. So I had the jitters before the album came out. And then everybody said, oh, I can relate. So that night, I felt like I had a huge responsibility to sell the message of the song because it was no longer about just me. I was talking to other people that had lost their fathers. Some people lost their dads during COVID. They sent me messages. People lost their dad weeks ago. Sent me messages. Said that my song, got them through it. Some are boys. They're like, I'm daddy's little boy. It's like people can relate to it on different levels. I felt like I had a huge responsibility to sell the message exactly the way it was meant to be sold. So it was heavy.
Through it all, with us seeing you with all the beauty that you behold in pictures, doing all your music videos, we're all getting excited. Adina.
Yeah.
Deep down, you had your own battles.
Yes.
And when I got to hear about it, and it was just few minutes before you came in, I said, oh, I feel like an irresponsible mother. Because if your child can go through such a thing and you didn't know, then it feels like you failed. Because it got to a point, I just said, Adina, you're putting on weight. Adina, what is happening? So I asked Kwame, I said, Kwame, is Adina pregnant? And he laughed. He said, no, I think she just put it on weight. But you were actually battling something.
Yeah.
And that is something about our society. You see people lose weight and people have all sort of assumptions.
Yeah.
You see people put on they have assumptions. People kind of judge us because we put our lives out there.
Yes.
And it's no fault of ours because this is what we do.
Comes with the territory.
So if you're losing weight, oh, what is it? Oh, when you're this. Yes, and when you're broken heart, hey, maybe if you're putting on weight, hey, why are you depressed?
She needs to go to the gym.
Exactly. But you had your battle. Because I was worried. I said, Adina's putting on weight. That's not her figure. What was really going on? Because even with Afro mode, some of the pictures,
yes,
it was showing, but then you cannot tell. Like,
yes.
You just feel like, okay, maybe she just want to put on weight.
Yeah.
Because when you talk about a woman's weight, it gets a little uncomfortable.
Of course.
We are women.
It's a touchy subject.
Exactly. Very touchy. So when I saw it, I was like, oh my God. What were you battling?
So I had fibroids. And the interesting thing is that I didn't know that I had fibroids. I would work out. I would try and eat right. I'll try and do diets. I'll do the diet. And still, if you come to my house, I do all sorts of shakes, like fruit mixes and stuff. I'll go and buy the thing that they used to do the juice.
Yeah.
And it will break. You know, the motors are not really strong. I need to get a good brand. But I'll get it now, say, no, because I always wanted to be eating healthy. And the healthy eating too helped the voice. So, like, it was easy for me.
Yeah.
But still. And I didn't understand. So, late last year, November, during my periods, I noticed, I think that by that time, the fibroids had grown so big. But imagine all this time, I'm battling with this thing. I didn't know that was what it was. So I'll be having, like, self-image issues where I'm like, what's happening? Is it that I'm letting myself go? Like, so am I not going to look as trim anymore?
We are lucky. You know, when it gets to that point, then you begin to wear the balloon dresses.
Of course. Like, I knew how to do
the ballerina, yes. But deep down, when the dress is off.
You're like, this, what is it doing there? What is this? And my mom at some point saw it. I was wearing a nightie and she was like, you've got fibroids. I said, no, Mommy, no, God forbid, I don't have fibroids. No, don't say that. And she's like, I can see it. The way it's looking, it's fibroids. She can tell too because she had it. My sister had it.
Oh.
But for my sister's...
So it's genetic?
Yes. For my sister's own, it was very, very big. I don't know how big it was. I don't know because my sister is not slim like me.
Okay.
So when you're not slim and you've got something growing in your stomach, it's extra big. So hers was way visible. And mine, because I could cover it, I was lying to myself that, no, if I work out, you know, after the time of the month, my stomach goes down. It's like I'm lying to myself that there's nothing there. My mom will see me and say, it's fiber.
It's there.
So it went on and on and on until during my periods, it was way too big. I'll be wearing a big t-shirt and you can see the stomach. I said, no, let me go to the hospital. And before I went, I was scared. I was like, but I told my team, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go and check.
If it's really what mommy is saying.
Yeah, if it's really what mommy is saying. Because there'll be times where I'm like, I didn't have fibroids. So then people say, don't say that for Anoka. I'm like, yo, if I'm saying it, but now I go. But deep down, I was hoping it wouldn't be that. So I went to the hospital. The doctor checked me and he said, you have huge fibroids. You need to take it out now.
Wow.
Obia maybe say if you have fibroid, no. Just say you have to take it out. Granny, you do surgery live November. Yeah,
I'm sure most women can relate to this, and we'll just go on a break, have our high sense moment. When we come back, we'll get to watch your exclusive video of your journey from the morning you left your home through to the theater. You are a brave girl, trust me. We'll be right back after this break.
A High Sense Factory Direct promo! Papa ni binye. Yantwe nyinam kania no nie. High Sense. Ode ya na ode asem. Adina wo hia. TV, fridge, freezer, air condition, gas cooker, washing machine, smartphone, sound system, water dispenser, microwave, blender, rice cooker, kettle, and iron. Wakukudro Bora High Sense showroom bia. Everything 30th August. Akobe 3rd September. Be here way showroom no. Yeah, turn of factory direct price. Said yeah turn no. Sana yeah turn. Eti niema dada no a. Emma light bill no. First baby, never jeffo. I have 5 days bill. Into one car one and you may say Jawa. Wallo, wala. Wait dear, ya tete swabro so. High sense. Everyday prices for everyday people.
Introducing Nestle Milo All-in-One Nutrimix. The goodness of malt, milk and cocoa in Milo, and even more milk. Just add to water and enjoy the perfect cup of winning energy.
Milo! Milo! This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Thank you very much for watching, and remember to constantly be on the move in all that you do. Mwah!
It's a wrap. Oh, in here.
Hey, Clemento.
Oh, dear, me feel you to me yadautu.
Hey, me ya number 1 fan pa.
Sir, and to manage our Instagram, Jedi. Me patch say GTP there.
Pure.
Down is warm. Just say the beers me who be no was the same.
GTP has endless designs. When buying, just make sure that the source is original, genuine, and authentic.
Simple.
You can buy from any wooden store or any of the GTP accredited dealers nationwide. Or you can do as I do, go online, buy from www.buygtp.com.
Oh, you got Jack. Sign your eye.
GTP Timeless.
Introducing Nestle Milo All-in-One Nutrimix. The goodness of malt, milk and cocoa in Milo, and even more milk. Just add to water and enjoy the perfect cup of winning energy.
Milo! Milo! This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
I remember the days I just couldn't go to the gym because it was that time of the month. Yas extra long sanitary pad took the worry away. Easy.
Yes, comfort, I got. Yes, confidence, I got. Yes.
The new Yas Extra Long Sanitary Pad is the joy of every woman. It is extra absorbent and fits perfect. Don't allow anything to hold you back when it's that time.
Wow.
Yes, yes, yes.
Feel confident, stay fresh.
Hi. Is it supposed to be that time of the month?
Yes. I got. Yes, confidence, I got.
Yes.
We got yes protection. I got.
Yas Extra Long Sanitary Pad for extra comfort.
We got yes protection.
Ene edru meso se me di abusuan hia mu yeni. Omo jaje ade bia obeye no so beba hobi.
E wo se udi kra no to school foforo mu.
Unse me so dodo.
Debbie sister, want to mendra sister.
E wo se winya akokodro won hyehyeye bia obeye ho. Impo se nipa nyina na wonya adwe. Emum adia baako a wonyina gitum ne waduane no adedede ni ne hwam papa bia awon de dro wo mu. Eni fe eni said ye paste na pi. Na ye de fiber eni vitamins aka wonti. Tasty Tom and Rich Tomato Mix mabusua ni nyina aduane a ede. Esanso ma hodin.
Tasty Tom and Rich Tomato Mix. Strength comes from within.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Hello, your friend Jackie. So we will be a winning who are the jet to semia. And Pimpino, your to me 5 gems if in Kitsadia, your near Brucia, your fans, any and down for any. Nanso, who bet to me about home by using a Donko hand sanitizer, debia, any bribia. Every say your to me 5 gems if in Yamayasa is so. A Donko hand sanitizer, bet to me about home by debia, free gems, bacteria, you need in home. A Donko hand sanitizer, sure or dog. Never home by
FDA ahwehwɛ sɛ adwadie nkratoyi mu agye atom sɛ ɛyɛ. Underarms. You don't usually think about them. You protect them from sweat and odor, but that's not enough. What they need is something that takes care of them, so they feel good whatever you put them through. Introducing Dove Antiperspirant. It goes beyond 48-hour protection, giving you long-lasting dryness and soft, smooth underarms. Dove Antiperspirant cares for your underarm skin like never before.
To help fight the spread of germs, learn Lifebuoy's hand washing habits. Wash hands with soap or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Together, let's help fight the spread of germs in Africa.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Introducing Nestle Milo All-in-One Nutrimix. The goodness of malt, milk and cocoa in Milo, and even more milk. Just add to water and enjoy the perfect cup of winning energy.
Milo! Milo! This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Another week is here and we're still at Ave Maria. And today I have another winner with me. Obapa, it's the same. Bache Frost.
Bache Midi the Beatrice.
Auntie B. Yes, it's Ave Maria Henina, window Minako.
Oh, I know they do have any Auntie B special window.
Yeah. It is how you be a mammy, they may
be a more special one.
The mammy be so. Yes, so open restoration car. Episode ya hina ya ufe pa.
Oh, nana mama ground here.
Hey, minyama.
Ai, ni de ne touch makuma. Send you si faka sign because that situation e ma bebra kom e wa brabo mu. Na se we nya gidie enyina. Beti ahwe. Na send you no gina ye na ma dance die. Sada no TV na chi na mi su na ye mare ho.
So na ni gye ne tato.
Etire no hwe se ne no kan tumi se na ni agye ma me so mani gye.
Share restoration I do see a dear Benny when free.
Oh, I disbanded the baby because the two nipa brabo one. As I say, any pay to see and no more ye. Senator, because I need the beer and Obenian is maybe a white, baby so a white to walk for now and to you be dear. Now say be a baby out to see no. Now we see you, dear, want to meet a metasha.
Oh, that's to be. Just why an Indian now? See, by a high sense had aroma. Send it down who see a microphone and Ave Maria for a dream or so. Yaba, see a baby boa passo. Now, it may I will ye watch a day so they are called Papa, Papa,
because they are not pressure and doors. So, where's a minyanya? You might call it in so I shall not make that. Oh, I know I don't to be buying, a quarter.
I'll catch a high sense.
Oh, dear, make catch a high sense in thing. I mean, shroud. Any dear or my yamai, a more money to be a new pebia, co high sense.
A TV, a phone, a phone, your phones, Papa Power,
any TV, the air conditioner, oh, Makoto of Rabba.
So, this is our winner for this week's High Sense for Crazy Giveaway moment. We'll see you with another winner next week.
Introducing Nestle Milo All-in-One Nutrimix. The goodness of malt, milk and cocoa in Milo, and even more milk. Just add to water and enjoy the perfect cup of winning energy.
Milo! Milo! This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Restoration. Welcome to the end of the tunnel. I see a bright light shining through, and it's just for you.
check, I could have fibroids, but I was still slim. I could still dress and wear tight-fitted stuff, wear corsets and things like that. And it kind of worked out. So I didn't think what was going on with me was fibroids. But yeah, I believe that a lot of women have it and they don't even know. They are giving it excuses like I did to say, oh, I need to work out, or maybe it's the banku that I ate, or I haven't been able to use a loo in a while. There's so many reasons why you can have a bulge anyway. But it's always good to check because you never know.
A majority of women who have fibroids are asymptomatic. Most of them do not find out that they have fibroids until they come for gynecological examinations or have ultrasound scans. But the most common symptoms of fibroids are heavy or prolonged menstrual bleeding, pain, pressure in the pelvis, or reproductive complications. Are called submucosal fibroids, and most of the time they present with heavy menstrual bleeding. Fibroids can also be found just below the surface of the uterus, called the serosal surface. These fibroids are known as subserosal fibroids, and most of the time they don't normally present with heavy menstrual bleeding, but they can cause bulkiness of the uterus. Fibroids can also be found to be hanging off of the uterus, which are called pedunculated fibroids. You can also have fibroids located in the muscle of the uterus in the cervical region, known as cervical fibroids.
Well, I'm putting this out there because like me, I believe there's so many women in Ghana now who have no idea what's going on with them. And so if I raise enough awareness, maybe somebody would put 2 and 2 together and probably understand that their body that's changing is not from them. It's like a natural thing that's happening to them, so they can go do something about it. At least I want to give people a chance, you know, because if you know something, then you can do something about it. If you know too and you don't want to take it out, that's really on you. That's your decision. But at least have an idea what's going on. You know what I mean? I think it's necessary to share my story. Maybe I can help somebody.
I wanna live every day like it is my life.
Restoration. Well, Adina, that was something, huh?
Yeah.
Now we are said now
It's the nurses. I think they wanted me to be calm.
Were you nervous?
They could tell that I was forming gangster, but now we're nervous. Deep down inside.
So I could tell that was an epidural they gave you, so you were still there.
Yeah.
Were you scared?
I mean, I think my mind was not I don't know what they put in there, but Mikasa, I'll start a conversation and end in the middle and start another one. And I remember I was having funny conversations. And I was like, okay, so I'm starting a business, a fashion line with, okay, so like that, no, I started different conversation. That guy, anesthesiologist, was I feel do maybe. I don't know if I was going off. I believe they be an amico. He started engaging me, say, Tonyum.
Oh, so he asked you to sing?
Yeah, he asked me to sing.
You were thinking,
and he was like, it's your voice, Papa. I don't know.
You remember your lyrics?
Yes, who are you taking home tonight? Yeah, and the doctor said his favorite was Killing Me Softly.
Oh.
Adina, and I'm saying, when you say surgery?
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
So after everything, when you saw they had taken 16 fibroids, did you panic?
I heard about it later.
They didn't let you see it?
I saw it like maybe 3-4 days, 4 days, when I could walk. That's when I went downstairs to go and check it. Because they wanted to go and test it.
Yeah, to see.
So like, we're about to go and test it, so do you want to see it before? I was like, yeah, sure. And I went to see it. They didn't count it. I only had the 16 when I also saw the documentary. Because, yeah. But then people say my body could house...
Because you're tiny, so
even when my abdomen is protruded, I wouldn't think this much matter is there. So they said it looked like I was 32 weeks pregnant. Which means it was like almost full pregnancy.
Almost full term.
Just say, when I get pregnant, that's when my stomach will be.
Yeah. That would be quite sexy.
Yeah.
But after everything, were you counting your blessings?
Oh, yes. For me, my number one prayer was a successful surgery. You know, it's in bits. Once that happened, I was like, God, please help me to heal faster. And the way I healed shocked me. Every day I'll be texting my friends like, I think it's a miracle, because everyone I know, even my sister, when she did her surgery, went through a lot of pain that I could see. You know, she was like, you know, so I was expecting it. I had psyched my whole brain out for pain. And I didn't feel that kind of pain. I only felt it when I was trying to laugh. Obviously, after surgery, it's like when you do CS, you can't laugh. That was it. My stitch never opened. My wound, the outside wound, healed fast. The scar I have here, I saw it as early as when I was still in the hospital. And right now it's healed now. If you see it, you'll be shocked that I did it this year. So I healed fast. I was strong. By the 5th week, I was doing performances on the VGMA. I wasn't supposed to. It was supposed to be the 6th week. So I wore boots instead of high heels. I took my time with the heels, obviously, but still.
So whilst you were sitting on that VGMA, doing that this little girl,
yeah,
the wound was still there?
No, not that one. So you know when the VGMAs was announced, they announced the nominations, and they did a performance.
Yeah.
I performed them, because I had the highest nominations.
Yeah.
So they made me do Why. And I performed it with dancers, some black and white shadabi.
Yeah.
They keep playing it on TV. So that performance, let me a fit week. I wasn't coming training for the sit and stand and manante.
Go for your review before.
Yeah. I was waiting to go for my last review. So, but I spoke to the doctors before, like, I have a performance, can I do it? You know, even by like the 4th week, I had an actual performance where I had to cancel, but I couldn't tell the people why, because I hadn't really told people.
You couldn't tell why.
We had to find some excuse for them and not do the show.
And I'm sure if they're watching it, they're like, oh, God.
I understand now, yes.
If they took their money, they have to bring you back that money. So now that you have been through it, a lot of other women have been through it.
Yes.
And I know sometimes some women even have difficulties with fibroids and childbirth. So now that you have been through it, I always say that you cannot preach about something if you've not lived it, if you've not experienced it. You have lived it, you have experienced it. Is it something you're looking at taking on as a project to empower other women? Because trust me, if you take 10 women, you're going to get about 7 or 6 with fibroids. Yes, it's very common with
growing
women.
sizes.
Yeah.
Growing, because it grows over a period. So you might be good today with a very small size, but you don't know what is going to happen in the next few months. Yeah.
So are you going to take this as an initiative to help educate other women?
Yeah, so the reason why I even took cameras into the theater and I filmed before I left.
Which was very brave.
Yeah, I was like, are you going to show the thing, the actual... They did show a bit of but it was blurred out.
It was blurred out, but I could see the size. Mean, one was as big as this fits. Like,
that's small. So if you round up these edges, there was one almost as big as this. If you round it up, instead of the square, obviously.
Okay, so let's get people to really see.
So cut off the extra elephant.
So I should cut off this
the
one.
The elephant thing.
So let's say, let's lose this side and this side.
Yes.
So one was as big as the middle?
Yes. It was like a baby. I had 2 big ones. The largest one was something like that, and the next large one close
was
to
maybe
that.
half of that?
Yeah. Then,
so like this?
Yes. And then we had small ones in different sizes.
So the fist was actually small?
Yeah, it was one of the
smallest.
Medium or small sizes. No, the very small ones
were like
ones
were like how we have the puff.
Yes, and your ears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
During your recovery, were you able to eat well?
I mean, I was advised to eat well. So you mean eat a lot of food? Generally, you know, they say when you do surgery, because of the drip, you gain weight. And I knew I had work. So I was trying not to gain weight. So I was trying to eat healthy. But the weight gain came anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm still...
You're still working on it.
Yeah,
but at least you know you don't have the fibroids. So
yes.
It's not scary.
I don't have it now because it grows back.
No, we will not even look at... Let's try to be healthy.
Yes.
And do what the routines the doctors are going to give you so you're safe.
Yes.
Yeah. So with Beautiful Inside, what is your purpose for it?
So the first thing I want to do is raise awareness. Because, like you said, there are a lot of... Fibroid is something that affects Black women, as the documentary said. Black women, and we're Blacks, majority. I mean, we're all Blacks in Ghana here, and which means that it's affecting a lot of women who probably don't know. Like, I didn't know earlier. I lived with it for years, and I didn't know it was fibroids. So I believe there are a lot of women like me who need the education. Once your mind is going around it that it is fibroids, let me do something about it. Yeah. So that's the first step. The second step is we'll open up for donations, and then we'll use the money to help women get free scans. Then the next step will be, once we find out, obviously, I'm sure we'll find out that there's some very critical cases that need surgery. We'll work on that as well.
So if people want to support you, how do they support?
We've got a website, www.beautifulinside.org, with a lot of information on how to contact us. But you can also reach me on my social media handles or call 0244 366 232. 0244 366 232. Once you call, you reach my manager, and you can, whatever you want to do, if it's donate, volunteer, whatever you want to do to support, let's do it and help women going through
And
this.
I'm sure you'd also want some help from corporate Ghana.
Obviously,
yeah,
yes.
because with my cervical cancer project with Yaz, we help women get screened.
Yeah.
And it's not easy.
Of course.
So if we have corporate Ghana rallying behind you, I'm sure a lot of women are going to be saved because women are the majority. And I always say, if you want a healthy nation, you should have healthy women.
Women, yeah.
Because we hold it down.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, we hold it down.
If we don't say it to ourselves.
Yeah, we hold it down. We run the world.
Yeah.
So we need healthy women to help push and make the nation better.
True.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much.
You are a true MVP because it's not everybody would have that guts to get cameras into the theater to let the world see that part of your life. And thank you very much for sharing this documentary on this show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for giving me the thanks for giving me the platform. Yeah.
I am really happy. And any way we can support Beautiful Inside, let us know. We'll rally behind you 24/7.
Definitely call you.
It's not like you have a choice, and it's not like I have a choice. So before you leave, this is the exciting part. It's time for you to win something from
So what do I do?
Hisense.
I pick.
So you just pick a card, then you hand it over, then I read, and we know what you want.
I wish I could shake it so that the good ones would come.
Okay, so shake.
We're gonna break the.
So I shake it for you.
Let me see. Well, what's that thing we used to say when we were young?
See.
It's just 3 though. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's actually 4.
See. And I go ta. Okay, let's pick that.
Which one?
Oh God, please let me read something.
Okay.
My God.
Okay. Thank you for coming. You take home a Hisense steamer pan.
Steamer pan. I like to cook. Hey.
Thank you, Na. Okay. So that's your steamer pan.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, from Hisense.
Without super brain.
It's not like you have a choice. Just say Medasi Pepper in Daddy Nuba's voice, you know? Okay, so we're full of surprises.
Okay.
Just because you're a survivor and you fought. So you take this one first. This is from Lexter Ghana Limited, producers of Yas.
Thank you
so this
much.
is also yours.
Oh,
yeah.
Slap it again.
Yeah. So what does it bring? And because you're a survivor,
thank you.
Pick another card.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because you're a survivor, just pick another card. I just feel like being generous.
Let's take the one that's hiding at the back.
Which one?
This one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you for coming. You take home a Hisense rice cooker. Hey,
thank you so much.
Okay. Just because you're a survivor, it doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen.
No, I don't give 2.
Thank you so much.
So this is for you from Hisense.
You see, Please, I'm having a jollof party in my house.
When?
when it's lunch in the house.
You know I'm a foodie. And this one is from Framemasters GH. Is that really you?
I want to see.
Hey, let me soak it. Because when it leaves here, it's not coming back, so I'm soaking
Let me
it.
see that. I even like the frame. It's really nice.
Okay,
looks solid. Oh, wow. I've always wanted to frame one of these pictures.
Is it?
Yeah.
So he did.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much.
Okay.
No, like, seriously. You have busted my brain. Thank you.
You busted your brain.
Yes,
Yeah, so this is also yours. Then finally, from my Tuozafi Swagger Shake. This is Tuo.
I like Tuozafi.
Yeah, I mean, you can walk around, it's like a bag, you know. This is Mona Tuozafi.
I like Tuozafi, so I'm very excited right now.
And this Tuozafi, Adina, trust you me.
Sir.
No Tuozafi comes close.
Which I'll start calling her.
Yeah, and the number is there. Into enjoy her. Just call her. Say, Muna, this is Adina. More to Zafi, and she delivered to you.
More to Zafi.
So this is yours.
Thank you so much.
This tool, don't give Kwame. You can share with Jake. No, Jake, you're better to your man, but Kwame, the man.
Jake, wow.
No, don't share my wife. No, don't remember Kwame. Jake, the money be. Why? Catch a Kwame to my brain, Okru and Willie. Inside joke. So it has been an amazing episode on restoration with Stacey, and I'm sure most women are taking a cue from Adina. So if you see these changes in your body, don't think you're putting on weight. It could be, but just go and see your obs and gynae, and I'm sure they will check you out. And if you have any fibroid growing, they'll help you take it out. As you can see, it's not scary. She just went through the surgery. She's looking beautiful. She's happy and she's living a healthy life. So a big thank you to all of our sponsors, Yas Washing Powder and Yas Sanitary Pad, Hooch Corn and Choco Flakes, to Hisense, Milo, GTP, La Palm, Royal Beach Hotel, Multi-Credit Savings and Loans, Original Adonko Hand Sanitizer, Adonko Next Level, Ophelia of ABS Collection, Divine Cassie Style by Yemi. My hair is by Inshilo today, so Ishra, thank you very much. To GH Beauty Artistry, to Style Click Photography, Antoni Photography, and also Frame Masters GH, a very big thank you to you. To Team M Clan Media, you guys are simply amazing. Always do remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. We'll see you next week.
Welcome to the end of the tunnel. I see a bright light shining through, and it's just for you.